Live from the Slackers Sports Bar Studios. This is In the Building with Mike Taylor and Rudy J.
Well, we got a massive playoff game coming up Thursday and Friday.
Thursday and Friday, yep, that's
playoff
right.
games in the NFL coming up Saturday and Sunday. Victor Wembanyama on pace to be a Hall of Famer already. And what are we talking about? Office fucking. Good morning, everybody. It's In the Building. How we doing?
Oh, man, good weekend. Kids go back to school tomorrow.
Ah, yes.
So it's time to get back locked in on life. Had a fun couple months of, drinking and overindulging and terrible food.
I'm ready for it to be back to normal, though.
Yeah, me too.
I'm a routine guy. I like the holidays, but it throws off my routine.
Yeah, I've mailed it in since Halloween.
I think most of us do.
Halloween hit, and I was just like, all right.
Yeah. Now you have to get back serious again. This is why people have New Year's resolutions. It's not just because of the years changing. It's because you gained 15 pounds during Christmas.
Right.
Mailed in work, and all of a sudden you wake up and feel like you're a lazy slap dick. So it's time to get back on the grind. So here we go. How we doing? Sports Diddling is a long-time segment that I did on the old show. I don't think we don't have the old intro.
I think that was a licensed song.
Probably so, yeah. We probably have a little bit of, we may have something in there, something we can not pay for, something free in our little chamber of music.
Well, Gene gave us 1,000 beats.
Yeah, today calls for some sex music. Yes, sir.
You doing that now?
Yeah, I think I'll do. Let's just lead it now. I mean, golly, sex is the lead. Screw football.
Wow, Matt Bernard.
All right, it is time for
that.
Sports Diddling here to lead off the week. Happy Monday. Let's talk about having sex at the office. Something as old as offices. Since the beginning of time.
Since wherever the first company.
The first boss was banging somebody, right? So this is not shocking because it's happened. It's just delicious because of the people involved. We have a major lawsuit that has come down here, filed by something called Nushin Faraji.
I'm surprised we know her name. I thought, did you get the... I guess this is just a lawsuit. It's not like a...
She's not a
She's not filing
she
criminal.
wasn't raped or nothing.
She's not filing criminal charges.
She probably just wants a big fat check. And they'll probably give it... If half the stuff in this lawsuit's true. If half the stuff in this...
Skip! Say it ain't true, Skip. Let me get my mild and my yak for this. Say it ain't true, Skip. Not $1 million, Skip.
You know...
I know people that can get you some tang for a whole lot cheaper than $1.5 million.
My God, who's offering $1.5 million for a piece of ass?
That wrinkled up.
Mm-hmm. If he wasn't,
troll.
if that's true,
It's true.
He
Allegedly.
ain't offering her that for sex. He's offering that for silence.
What do we get for $10?
You don't pay her to sleep with you. You pay her to leave.
You pay her, and then now tell folks.
Right.
You know, Fox News there for the longest time was 10 pounds of shit in a 5-pound bag, and eventually it just spilled over.
Oh, that movie was true, right?
Oh, yeah. That's why they overhauled the whole network. If 50% of this lawsuit at Fox Sports 1 is true, then they got. I mean, it's just a bunch of trite office sexcapades, but because of who it involves. So this Nushin Faraji is a former hairdresser at FS1. Did a lot of men and women's hair before the shows.
Oh yeah, her list of people. When I looked up when we came in here, she's done hair for a lot of celebrities.
A lot of people. She's big time. I'm just going to go through the highlights. It would take 3 hours to go through all this shit.
No, yeah, we don't have that much time.
So this woman claims that Skip Bayless hounded her for years trying to get in her skirt.
Years?
Years. And she put up with it because it was a high-paid job. Okay. Finally, she had enough, I guess.
Well, the show's gone.
But FS1's still there.
Yeah, but she made her bread and butter for 7 years when Skip and Shannon were together. That's when she was probably
and
making.
Joy Taylor when
And
Joy
Joy
was
Taylor,
on
right.
with Colin Cowherd. Boy, Joy Taylor. This woman's been made out to be a tramp and a liar and a bad person. So she says Skip Bayless, this Nushin Faraji, says that Skip hounded her for years, offered her $1.5 million for a piece of pizza. And when she told Skip, look, dude, you're married. He's like, didn't your dad have multiple wives?
He told her that?
Mm-hmm. Because she's Middle Eastern.
Oh.
Wait, I thought all the men had several wives. And after she continued to tell him no, he started harassing her, and at one point told her, the more that you tell me no, the more that I want you.
Right.
This woman says that one time, she says once that Skip finally came to grips with, okay, she's just not going to bang me. Because Skip's probably banged other girls in the office. Figured, I'm Skip Bayless, they'll do it. And he probably just couldn't believe that she wouldn't eventually cave.
Right.
And when it set in and he realized, okay, she's not going to do me, then he got mad at her and started accusing her of banging Shannon Sharp. Which, according to this lawsuit, that helped lead to the beginning of the end of Shannon and Skip working together. Over this hairdresser. Shannon got pissed off. Hey, dude, throw me under the bus.
So it was the "you're not better than Tom Brady" argument where they blew up. You're jealous of Tom Brady. So that was a part of it, but this was also a part of it. It was a lot of stuff that led to Shannon wanting to go on his own.
Part of it was Skip allegedly. All this is alleged.
All this is alleged. Let's stress that.
Skip started accusing her. Well, you must be fucking Shannon then. No, dude, I'm just doing my job. I'm not doing any of y'all. And then Joy Taylor, who, of course, has had multiple shows.
Why is her name even being brought up in this? Why is this young lady, this hairdresser lady, even bringing up Joy?
Well, because Joy threatened her, according to the lawsuit.
Oh.
So,
threatened her in what way? Like to kick her ass?
well,
What do you mean?
this woman called Joy out for fucking their boss, the head executive of content.
What was his name?
Charlie Dixon.
Charlie Dick.
Charlie Dixon, Joy Taylor.
So Joy allegedly slept with
It's
him.
unfortunate. Yes, multiple times over years. Part of her employment was based on her banging her boss for years.
Which is how she got in with Colin and then worked her way up.
Correct.
Allegedly.
At one time, Charlie Dixon is the head executive of content. He does the hiring. And Joy was in a long-time affair with Charlie Dixon.
Allegedly.
According to the lawsuit, allegedly. And Dixon started harassing the hairdresser, Nushin Faraji. Like, okay, now it's your turn. Time to get in your pants. And she didn't want nothing to do with it. And at one point at a party, Charlie Dixon allegedly grabbed the hairdresser on the ass for funsies. It's just so 1960s
Right.
office shit. And Nushin went to Joy to complain.
Who grabbed my ass?
Like, your boyfriend's trying to get in my pants now. And Joy's like, you just need to get over it. This is how things work here. You need to stop being a little bitch and get with the program and start fucking some of these dumbasses, and everything will be nice and peaceful. She says Joy told her you just need to fuck them. Don't worry about it. It's just fucking. You have a great job. Quit ruffling the waters.
Right.
Told her to get over it. Says that Joy had an ongoing affair for years, which led to multiple roles at FS1. She's doing a show now as a talk show host
Something. What's it
with
called?
a couple of ex-ball players.
Yeah. Like Keyshawn, Acho. Right.
Yeah. And, well, in this, she banged Emmanuel Acho to get the job. Dallas's own, former Longhorns great, turned broadcasting star. Allegedly. Yes. And according to the lawsuit, she says this woman, Nushin Faraji, says she has evidence that Joy's years-long affair with her boss led to the end of her marriage. Husband found out and divorced her.
She was married to former NBA player Earl Watson. Joy was.
This is before Earl. She's had 2 marriages get fucked up over the boss at Fox. So she was with another guy, married. Husband found out about her fucking Charlie Dixon, dumped her, and they got divorced. Some months and years go by. Joy hooks up with Earl Watson, former Austin Spurs assistant coach.
Damn, that's right.
And got engaged to Earl. Then Earl found out, wait, you been fucking your boss? And I guess she was like, yeah, but it's just fucking.
She didn't admit it. She probably got busted. He probably went through her phone or some shit.
And so he got pissed off and threatened to go public. And that's when Charlie Dixon reached out to Earl's like, dude, we need you to keep this on the down low. What's it going to take?
And this is all what this hairdresser's alleging.
Uh-huh. And
so she's alleging that they paid off Earl Watson to not make this story public.
That is
because I remember they just
correct.
split up, and I was just like, oh, Earl probably got tired of her.
That is correct.
But no, she was making sure she kept her job at
Earl
Fox.
found out she had a sex agreement with the boss, and he ain't down with that, and he was going to go ape shit, and Fox reached out and paid Earl to keep his mouth shut. Says this idiot Dixon has fired multiple female on-air talent over the years because they would not knock boots with him. Multiple women have left or not gotten jobs, and multiple women have went ahead and Joy ain't the only one. She's just the one that got named because this woman knew Sheen Faraji, said they were friends, and she confided in Joy, and Joy added to the harassment by saying, fuck off and get with the program. Quit ruffling the waters. You're messing it up here for all the women. Rio de Caca, man, what a terrible scene.
The only reason why I'm giving it any merit is because this woman is super accomplished, according to what I've seen. Like you said, like
the hairdresser,
she's done hair for hundreds of big time
celebrities. What does she have to win?
Right.
Other than a check from Fox.
Now Fox is gonna pay her.
Probably.
They're gonna have to pay her. It'll be one of those NDAs. She'll sign an NDA to never talk about it again, but she's about to get a fat check.
I'll read a couple of excerpts. This is going back to Skip Bayless not leaving her alone. On December 21st, 2023, Bayless tells Faraji that he still loved her. Actually told her that he was in love with her. And confided that it was Dixon, the boss, who was the one who had told him that Faraji was sleeping with Sharp. He says, the only reason I thought you might have been sleeping with Shannon is because Dixon told me you were. I said, Skip, I'm only interested in working with you and having a friendship relationship with you and nothing else. He said, you have no idea you're losing everything if you don't do this. Skip threatened her. You don't fuck me, I'm going to get you fired. I don't know what he means by that, and I hope he doesn't take me off the show. It makes me sick to my stomach. It's really hard for me to work like this. I hope God helps me because Fox is supporting people like Charlie and Skip. That's what she told Joy Taylor when Joy told her, shut the fuck up and get with the program.
Did you say Shannon Sharp already came out and had a comment?
Yeah, Shannon's like, I didn't do shit. Leave my name out of all this bullshit. This is on Emmanuel Acho. A few months after meeting Acho at a lunch, Faraji noticed him in the hallway while at work. Faraji later asked if Joy Taylor and Acho, she asked Joy, does that guy work here? And Joy's like, yeah, he works here. You want to meet him? Yeah. And so she agreed to meet them. They were having lunch, and they were all over each other, kissing and grabbing and shit like that. Joy didn't even try to hide it. It was just how things were. So this lawsuit acts like Joy's like, what's the big deal? We're all grown-ups. I mean, we're all making money. Shut the fuck up. And then I'll give you one more and we'll get this. This whole thing is insane. There's a behind-the-scenes employee at Fox by the name of Bobby Diaz. He's been named in this lawsuit for racism because he would throw this woman Faraji under the bus because she's Middle Eastern.
Right.
I don't know what country her people are from, but she's from the Middle East. Both racially and sexually harassed Faraji. Bobby Diaz did, according to the lawsuit. And says she has proof that Bobby's basically his role was to provide all of the employees and talent cocaine.
Get out of here.
Not kidding you. Skip was too famous and didn't want to risk buying his own blow. So this
Are
guy,
you
Bobby
serious?
Diaz, would go out and buy dope on the street of L.A. and bring it to Skip and others. And
This is so.
I'm simply telling you what's in the lawsuit, sir.
Hey,
called
when
cocaine.
it comes to the point where I need coke to do this job, I'm quitting.
Skip Bayless, you don't think he's done coke once in his life?
Skip doesn't give me
Big
coke.
fucking D-bag.
Skip doesn't give me key bump vibes. He gives you key bump vibes?
Yes.
Really?
Dallas guy.
Yeah, he is a
80s,
little high strung.
Big old douchebag.
I thought it was just Mountain Dew.
I used to suck dick for coke.
Mountain Blow. Some of this has got to be true. There's way too much fire here. There's way too much smoke.
So they had my
Chat's blowing up.
So they have Bobby fetching the coke.
Yep, Bobby was Coke boy. Indeedy. It's crazy. About that.
Damn.
What do you think about Joy? Her opinion is, I'm a grown woman. I'm making shit tons of money. I'm doing what I want. All I have to do is bang my boss once or twice a month. Good to go.
Her body, her choice.
Right.
That's what women tell me.
But then
That's
you
what
have
women-
other women
women
say
been-
women like Joy's what keeps us back from getting
Well, here's the thing.
a foot in the workplace because everyone thinks we got to bang them.
Fair.
She's like going back to the days of the plantation, doing whatever you have to do to get in the big house.
Yeah.
That's basically what women of color
those
will
were
say
raped. They
to
were
other
raped.
women
They
of
were
color.
raped, but
well,
I got you.
You know what I mean?
I see what you're saying, but they were raped.
Joy acts like it's no big deal. It's about your own moral code. My problem with it is she's married to dudes. You want to fuck the boss to get ahead? No problem. I grown ass woman, but don't be married, or find someone to marry you that's cool with it. It's L.A. for God's sake. Half that town are swingers.
Do you
Just
think
saying.
she's talented?
Yeah, I think she's talented.
Yeah.
Would she have been working with Colin Cowherd as his little buddy? No, she's not that talented. But I'm not saying she sucked.
Then they gave her own show.
Correct. She worked her ass off.
Literally. Allegedly.
Allegedly. It's hard to know, man. I always say these people that accuse these celebrities of doing stuff, well, put your money where your mouth is. File a lawsuit. And she
That's
did.
what she
and
did.
she did. And put your name on it. And she did.
She didn't hide,
have
right?
to. She didn't have to get her name out there.
Crazy
Matt's in
story.
here. In the television show at FS1, the role of Joy will be played by Mia Khalifa,
Who was that?
porn star.
Oh, I don't know her.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
Google her later on. Don't do it at work.
No. Not on the work.
right.
Not on the work laptop.
It is in the building. We're
Good
on
Lord.
YouTube and Spotify and Twitch too.
The
now.
fall
We're
is. I mean, first of all,
We're
Skip,
twitching. Thank y'all for jumping
Skip
in.
made what 50, 60 million dollars off of LeBron. Just trolling LeBron and the Cowboys. Between the Cowboys and LeBron, they turned Skip into a multi-millionaire. So he's had a good run, but the flame out has been glorious. Like, Shannon leaving and then now he's doing his own little thing or whatever. And then now this.
Right.
So at least he made his money.
Skip's retirement all of a sudden
Yeah.
now. Oh, okay. The
It kinda
timing
makes sense.
timing works out too
Yeah,
for
it
that.
all-
He
it
saw
all-
this coming.
It all makes sense.
Yeah. He saw this coming.
But nowadays, you can't even really do consensual. Even consensual gets you in trouble.
I just don't understand. Look, here's the thing. I don't want to come off as naive. Workmates have been banging since there was a company.
Sure.
You have a company with women and men in your office, someone's going to be fucking somebody, period. There's nothing you can do about it. It's human nature. You bang folks at work. Not everybody, I'm just saying.
No, I know what you mean.
It's common because they're together all the time and they get to know each other. But I've just never understood why you would risk all your career and everything over it, especially when you're famous and you're super rich.
Yeah.
Skip could go in any club in L.A. and drag something out of there with minimal effort.
Yeah.
But let's offer $1.5 million to the hairdresser
Some mini
at the
tacos
office.
and a hotel at the Ritz.
It's at that point, it's not just about the screwing. It's about the power.
And Skip is a egomaniac.
Sure. So I'm not shocked at all that he's been thrown under the bus in this manner. Now, if he's innocent, that's bullshit, and I hope the woman that filed the lawsuit gets what's coming to her. But This doesn't surprise me at all. I don't know who would. Actually, I don't even know who would surprise me now at this point in time. Is there a celebrity out there that you'd be shocked would be doing some shit like this? Or anybody?
No.
No. Nobody. So there's that. Thank you for blowing our chat up. We're having a good time with that. Look at that shit. It's good. If you want to shoot us a tip, we don't need $1.5 million. We'll take what you got. It's the new year. Get us off rolling on the right step by jumping into the super chat, and you can send us your money. And all tips guaranteed to get read on the show, right on schedule. Josh Hudson with a $5 donation. Y'all seen Mike Zimmer's fiance?
No.
Yeah. Mayor, do you think Mike Zimmer won that beautiful young lady by wearing his glasses on the end of his nose during Cochino activities? Love y'all hard. Mike's engaged.
What is it? He got a youngster
She's 42.
Oh, see, that's decent.
He's 68.
That's still
That's
a lot.
a lot. That's a lot. That again, just like I said about Belichick's chick, this looks worse on the girls. It's nowhere near as insane as the 24-year-old girlfriend of 72-year-old Bill Belichick. But 42 and 68? Girl, come on now.
68, that's what, 26 years?
Yeah, come on, man.
So when he was 26 years old at the bar, she was coming out of her mom's.
That is correct. What you just said. Yes.
Well,
it's gross. But he's 68. He's single, man.
Well, it's still better than Belichick. She got 20 years on Belichick's chick.
I know.
And
that's
Belichick's
just
in
weird.
his 70s.
That is weird. That's super weird. You want to see Zimmer's girl? Here you go. She's 42. She's a pretty lady. Typical white girl, blonde hair. You know what you'd expect.
Right.
She's a model. Mike's,
where are the white women
Mike's
at?
wife passed about 10 years ago.
Oh, okay.
And
Well,
he
good
was
for him.
Devastated.
Good for him.
He also has a son that got killed in a car wreck 2 years ago.
Lord.
Mike's been through a lot. You know what? So he wants some 42-year-old pizza. Good for Mike Zimmer.
Good for Mike.
I say good for him. It makes her look. She's the one that looks weird.
Well, I was talking with my wife yesterday about really, really talented point guard for the Rockets, Jalen Green.
Mm-hmm.
So his lady's 39. He's only 22. Well,
that's strange.
People were making fun of them because she took her son to the game. She has a son who's Jalen Green's age.
Oh, my goodness.
So her son's at the game, 22, to go watch her boyfriend, baby daddy, that's 22. So people are like...
Not to be sexist, but that makes the girl look weird, too. I think all three of these scenarios we presented right now, the women look weird. They're the ones that's like, what the fuck's wrong with you?
Jalen just got $300 million.
Yeah.
But Drea got her own money.
That's what she's seeing.
Yeah. She got her own money, but still. Mm-hmm. Hey, man.
Eric theorizes that maybe Zimmer has a Pringles can in his pants. Yeah, but she had to find out.
Magnum Dom.
This woman was willing to go to the lengths of finding out the links. Just saying.
Well, I just look. Maybe she does because, even I guess he approaches you and you find out that he's the D coordinator and he's made millions of dollars, and then you give him the time of day. I don't know.
Maybe she thought D coordinator stood for something else.
I don't know.
Oh, he's the D coordinator.
I'm just because she doesn't know who he is.
I don't know how they met.
It's weird.
I don't know how they met. Again, I blame the women in all these scenarios.
Of course you do.
All right, slackers. This show is presented in part by our studio sponsor, Slackers, sports, drinks, and games. 5 locations in and around Greater Saranto, Texas. Med Center on Fredericksburg Road, where I used to live when I first moved here. Thousand Oaks, Nacogdoches, near downtown, toward downtown on St. Mary's. And then, what am I missing? North Star Mall. Yes, sir, over on Rector. Slackers, the official sports bar.
Speaking of LG, what day is our year? Is it 18th?
What I remember was we were going to have MLK be the first day, but we decided, no, oops, that's MLK Day. Let's do the next day.
Yeah, I don't work on MLK.
Was it a Tuesday?
Must have been
We could go find out.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is the way we can go find out? We have all this.
Yeah, we got a year coming up.
It is.
It was January 22nd.
Well, there it is. All right.
That this year is a Wednesday. Gotta do something.
So Jan 22. That's a Wednesday?
Yeah.
Well, let's go to Slackers. Have fun.
We'll figure it out.
All right, let's talk. All right, thank you to Slackers. All right, what else today? God. Sorry, I had to get all that out of my system.
The chat is telling me something that I got to ask you about. Since I'm sure we're going to talk about Jerry, might as well start it this way. The chat, and I've seen it all over social.
Yeah.
Did your favorite owner make an appearance on your favorite show?
Yeah, and I haven't seen it yet.
Oh,
we're going to
okay,
watch
so
it tonight.
I've
already seen the clip, though, and it pisses me off.
I've seen people post like, man, Jerry's going to make me like him. This is my favorite
No, see, just go. Don't be a gullible tardburger.
What's wrong with that?
Fuck's sake. I've seen the clip, and Jerry, okay, so John Hamm's character.
Is this another Yellowstone show? Is this a cowboy western show?
It's the same writer. Fort Worth's own Taylor Sheridan. Landman.
Spoiler alert.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, sir. Spoiler alert. So one of the lead characters, I'll try not to give away.
Yeah, don't give it away.
John Hamm, former University of Texas student, former Longhorn great John Hamm, who I like, is one of the major characters on Landman. His character has a heart attack, so there's a clip where he's in the hospital.
Well, damn, that's a huge spoiler alert, Mike.
He had a heart attack last week.
Oh, in real life?
No, on the show.
Jesus.
There's no other way to give the
ahead.
scenario. That's it. And so Billy Bob Thornton, he's in this too. I love Billy Bob. His character is in the hospital room. And I guess because John Hamm's playing this billionaire oil tycoon from Fort Worth. Mm-hmm. And so it would stand to reason that he would know Jerry Jones. So Jerry, playing himself, goes to visit John Hamm's character at the hospital. And I've seen the clip, and I guess he's talking about how you need to be, because John Hamm's a workaholic. He's not around his family like he should. He's business. And Jerry's there to say, look, if you want to be a businessman, no problem. That's all you want to think about. But what you should do is let your kids work for you. Then you can kill two birds with one stone. You can work all day, but work with your kids. See what I'm saying?
That's what Jerry really does in real life.
And that's what Jerry told John Hamm's character in the clip. I've done that, and I've never been nothing will ever make me more fulfilled.
Jerry's
having
on
my
land,
kids
man.
work with me. And we all know what the problem is. His fucking kids work with him, and that's why the Cowboys don't win anything, because the kids are always fucking it up. Like Steven.
How about them Cowboys? Yeah!
So I've seen the clip. I haven't watched the episode. We're going to watch it
I knew
tonight.
that would chap your hide.
It chapped my ass. It's not shocking because last year, if you remember, when the Cowboys, now everybody announces their schedule by doing a bit.
Oh, yeah.
They post like a video to announce their schedule. Taylor Sheridan was in the Cowboys releasing of their schedule last year. So, scratching back.
Jerry's a good guy to have in your phone.
Ass whip. Fucking ass whip. Let's just talk about him. He's the D-bag of the year. And boy, he's trying to, you can't win 2 years in a row, but he's starting off good in 2025.
Yeah, he's going to make us do the Tournament of Champions so he can win again.
I almost feel like we shouldn't do it right now. Like you wanted to do the Tournament of Champions this summer. I almost feel like we should wait a year because Jerry's so top of mind and been such a D-bag right now lately that he'd win the Tournament of Champions right now the way he's going. It's bullshit. So where do you want to be? So let's see. So Jerry let's start with Mike McCarthy, which is he's lying his ball. All he did was he spent 40 minutes yesterday after the game in which they blew a lead late, lost to Washington, who decided to roll with Marcus Mariota in the second half to protect Jaden Daniels, which was weird. Jerry was ambiguous as ever and full of shit as always in addressing Mike McCarthy's situation. Mike McCarthy, strangely enough, in his post-game press conference, vehement. I want to return.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to go anywhere. I want to finish the job. I love being the Cowboys coach. Professed his love for Jerry. Wants to stay. Okay. I can't imagine why.
I would too. My kids are settled. My kids are in
imagine.
school.
His kids are grown, man.
That's true. Well, I don't know. Go ahead. Finish your take.
You know, and then they point blank asked Jerry yesterday, Mike wants to come back.
Right.
And are you going to have him back? And Jerry's like, well, I might and I might not. But if I might not do, then I want to. And if I feel like I will, then I won't. But if I will, then I might not. But I may. That's what you got for 40 minutes from Jerry Jones yesterday.
Well, I get Jerry. Jerry, I don't know why he worded it that way. Jerry just should have said, everybody's going to be evaluated, and I'll get back to you.
It's never that. It's
why fumble through a press conference.
I don't know
like
why
that.
he panic answers like this.
Yeah.
After all these years, he still panics when he gets asked questions. Well, shut up. Let me finish. I'll get somebody else in here to ask these questions. Well, I'm not. I don't know. We just lost. I need to sleep.
Right.
I'll let you
Season's
know.
over. I'm highly disappointed. I had high expectations for this year.
Sure.
I don't want to say anything emotional. Right. It's really that simple. But he's older. Old people and kids tell the truth.
I think he may have McCarthy back, but he might make Mike relinquish his play calling duties. I think what he's
Mike
doing.
earned another year.
I do too. And also Mike wants the job.
I don't know if anybody else does.
Not anybody elite.
Well, not anybody elite, right?
I hope Mike's playing chess and just saying the right things in public, and the whole time he's got his agent working the Bears. That'd be so badass. I don't even know if Mike's a candidate in Chicago. I have no idea. But I think it would be so
Mike's
badass.
good with quarterbacks, so I wouldn't mind it.
It'd be so serendipitous as an anti-Cowboy fan. I'm a non-Cowboys Cowboy fan. I'm a Cowboys fan that hates them.
Yeah. I get where you are.
Yeah, I hate them.
This is the first time I've really seen Cowboy fan really be like, look, man, I'm tired of this shit.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
This is the first year in a long time I've seen him highly upset. Right. And this is before Dak got hurt.
Right.
This is what, you know what I mean? So now.
I want bad things to happen to the owner and general manager of the team that I root for. It's dysfunctional. It's toxic.
And he also said he's never firing himself as GM. He said, I bought the team.
That's right.
And I had plans and expectations. So
that's correct.
Y'all can stop asking.
Yeah, and when I'm dead, my son and daughter will run it. So
stop asking.
And they're going to run it the way I tell them.
But props to the media for asking that.
Sure.
Because it's a legit question.
Sure. It'd be so awesome if Mike all of a sudden at the midnight hour gets introduced as the Bears head coach. God, that'd be awesome. Or whoever. I would rather suck a dingus-flavored lollipop than work with Jerry Jones.
What is dingus? What's the flavor? I think they're all different.
I don't know, but I'd be willing to find out. If it meant I don't have to fuck around with Jerry Jones. F Jerry Jones. Then he claimed he didn't know Cooper Rush was up for a bonus. That's literally your job as the general manager of the roster to know these things.
I'll say this. I believe him, right? But the part I'll call BS on is someone else knew, related to Jerry, and they related down the line and said, "Hey man, we're gonna run out the backup today because we want to showcase him." But I do believe someone had to let Jerry know. Jerry has a lot going on. I don't think Jerry knows everybody's bonuses. There's someone's job to watch that type of thing, and I think that person let Jerry know, and they said, "Hey, just because I got it don't mean I want to spend it." Everybody's like, "Hey, we got $1 billion. Why would you do Cooper Rush like that?" First of all, I do think it's bullshit. That's messed up that they did Cooper Rush like that. Mm-hmm. But I do believe that Jerry didn't know. But I think once he found out, he said, "Hey, no, I'm not handing him $500,000." So, which is messed up.
Well, first of all, like the great Teddy Roosevelt, back when we used to have good presidents, said the buck stops with me. If one of my cabinet members fucks up, that's still on me. I'm the president.
Right.
I'm not the commerce secretary. I didn't know. Well, someone should have told him then. So either A,
someone told him.
He don't know. He's an incompetent GM, or he's a fucking liar. And it's a little bit of both every day. A little bit of both every day.
Yeah, a little bit of both. Yeah. I remember this first half. The first time I saw this happen was when Mike Holmgren was the GM for the Seahawks. Sean Alexander needed, I want to say, another touchdown. And they were on the 1 for $500K. Holmgren yanks him out of the game. And I was like, oh, shit. This is, you got to remember how long ago this is. Mm-hmm. I'm in my 20s. I'm like, damn, that's how they doing people. So this has been going on. Jerry ain't the first person to keep somebody from a bonus.
No.
It's been going on for a long time.
Well, sure. I get it. If you're up against the cap and you don't want to go over, blah, blah, blah. It just looks so cheap.
It looks cheap. It's bad. And Cooper's been nothing but professional, been a good guy.
Mm-hmm.
He's won some games. Give that man $500,000.
Dude, he's been with them 8 years. He's
and you're not even giving it to him. He earned it.
He's a soldier. Just give it to him anyway.
That's messed up.
You can. It's your money. It's your contract. Change the contract. It's too. So he's already made $225K of the $500,000 bonus for playing in a certain amount of percentage of the snaps. Just give him the other $225.
Yeah, it's messed up. It's messed up.
It's stupid. It's ridiculous. My brother says that I spoiled that was bullshit, that I revealed that John Hamm had a heart attack.
Totally irrelevant and unnecessary.
Hey, watch the goddamn show. You get a week. It's all right. I didn't tell you why. I didn't tell you the circumstances. And he ain't gonna die. He's the main character.
And I did see the Titans and the Bucks calling plays to get their players their bonuses. Mike Evans,
right?
Saw the Titans. I want to say, who was the kid that got caught? Ridley for the Titans. They made sure they got him his bonus.
Sure.
And here's Jerry penny pinching $500K for probably the most professional guy on his team. Just shows up to work, does his job, wins games.
Right.
And you going to penny pinch him on $500K. It's messed up. They're
the kings of, they create dysfunction and then they have dysfunction in that same dysfunction. It's just like dysfunction begets dysfunction.
Right.
They act like we wanted to give Trey Lance a look. No, you didn't.
No, you didn't.
Bullshit. He didn't earn that. He couldn't even beat out Cooper Rush in the summer. But because your general manager is a stubborn, arrogant asshole, rather than just release Trey Lance in August, you keep him on the roster because the owner thinks it makes him look bad. This makes you look worse. That's the other thing. Jerry's a dumbass, too. He's also a dumbass because he doesn't know shit about PR. Doesn't know shit about putting out fires. He gasolines fires because his gasoline's wet. It's going to push this fire out. Dump Trey Lance in August. That'll make me look bad. Okay, so carry him all season long?
Jacked up.
And he still can't play worth the shit? It's just, their dysfunction is dysfunctional. When they're trying to do the wrong thing, they do the wrong thing. They do another wrong thing trying to do the wrong thing. It's like lying to cover your ass. You're having to lie to lie. You're lying about your lies.
The cover-up's always worse than the lie.
Right. They're paying people off to not talk about the dumbass meat PR guy who was taking pictures of cheerleaders. Just fire his ass. And they release a statement, we don't put up with that bullshit. No, let's cover it up. Pay people off.
Yeah, cover-up's worse than the crime. Always.
Oh, I cheated on my wife. And oh, shit, the gal I fucked in Arkansas has a baby. Uh-oh. Well, let's just pay. It's all about throwing money at something, covering up. It's such an old school way of doing things. And it's a joke is what it is. It's a joke. And if y'all want to continue to spend money on that, I don't tell people what to do with their money. You won't see this man spend one effing penny on that franchise ever. You will never see me with some Cowboy shirt on. Never. I'd have to lose a bet to wear any of their bullshit garb. It's unfortunate. I love that franchise. Grew up with that franchise. I'm 50 years old. I ain't got time for this shit. I don't know. And the Trey Lance thing, this just gross and just negligent mismanagement of your roster.
Right.
No running backs. Trey Lance is our third stringer who clearly can't play. But Jerry would say it was genius to keep Trey Lance because I was able to play him week 17 and keep inside $500K. I'm a businessman. Unbelievable. All right, let's do some punching today, presented by the Law Office of Orlando Kell. Punching Jerry every week gets old.
Yeah, I ain't punching Jerry. That was too easy.
Somebody else.
I'm punching Tyreek Hill.
Okay.
Look, I'm a capitalist. I'm all for, hey, F you, pay me. That's what happened with the Chiefs. The Chiefs are like, hey, man, we can't pay you $30 million a year. We can pay you this, and we can keep winning. But if you want $30 million, we're going to have to move you to the Dolphins.
Fuck you, pay me.
Tyreek said, move me to the Dolphins. I got to get my money. And now that shit's hit the fan, and you can't win in Miami. You say, I'm opening the door. I'm too competitive for this. Get me out of here. Excuse me, sir? We can't have it both ways, Tyreek. And I was all for you going to get your paper. I get it. You already won your ring. Cool. But now, of course you're not. Of course it's not Kansas City, sir. You got your money because, you wanted to get paid and you want to have a bunch of babies. You got a lot of babies to feed. Cool. But now that, oh, wow. Tua Tagovailoa isn't as good as Patrick Mahomes. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
This isn't Andy Reid. This isn't the same thing. No, yeah, y'all were going to suck. At best, you were going to be a wild card team a couple times. You were never going to win a title in Miami.
Mm-mm.
You can't turn around now and say, "No, man, this is some bullshit. Get me the hell out of here." No, sir. Punch Tyreek Hill, man. You can't have it both ways. You could have, since you're Mr. Competitive, you could have took $10 million less and stayed with Patrick Mahomes, and you're probably on your way to three-peat right now. Can't have it both ways. Punch that little short, fast effer right in the forehead.
Had he just complied, Rudy, he wouldn't have been thrown on the ground. Don't forget that either. He's had a bad year. He made a lot of bad mistakes. He's a hothead, dude. He's liable to say one thing one day and change his mind.
Like, I'm sorry. I was emotional after the loss.
Say that Mike McDaniel sitch in Miami's worth watching. They hire this high school kid to be their coach.
Who I think's a good coach.
Who pulls his sweatpants up to his knees because he's 26, which makes me nuts.
Stop griping, Unc. I know what you told me on my Facebook page.
Yeah, I did.
Stop griping, Unc.
I did call you Unc. I was just fucking with you.
I know. It was funny.
When that kid walks into the locker room,
fresh kicks.
I just don't.
Shades.
I don't Tin Hut when he walks in.
No. It's like, yo, what up? Give me some.
What's up, Mike?
Yes, it's a fine line you have to play when you're that guy. Because at the end of the day, I still got to be able to curse you out.
That's correct. And he doesn't.
He can't. I don't think they look at him in that light.
No. And I don't trust him to keep. They're going to bring him back. They announced that.
But he's a good coach. He can coach. And he's a play calling some bitch.
He can coach, but like, is he the leader of a room?
I don't know. But he can coach and he can call plays. Like, as soon as he gets fired in Miami, someone's going to hire him as their coordinator. Like,
sure.
He'll have a job for 40 years if he wants.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
He's not handled. They can't run the ball at all. And they're stuck with Tua. They're in Tua hell. They gave him a new deal.
Yeah.
Tua's not a champion. He's not a playoff winning quarterback. He's all right.
Yeah. Long way from Tuscaloosa.
Long way from Tuscaloosa.
Who you punching?
Good question. It's just, Jerry's so obvious.
Yeah.
I'm going to punch Trey Lance.
What, for tricking of us all into thinking he was the number 2 overall pick?
No, well, he's just too talented to not be worth the shit. He's so talented. He should at least be a backup. You can't even be a second-string quarterback in the league. That tells me you ain't putting the work in. I refuse to believe that he's putting max effort in. And his ass out there on Sunday, he shouldn't even be out there. It's an embarrassment. He'll be a trivia question in years to come. Like, what do these 3 quarterbacks all have in common? Ryan Leaf, Drew Henson, and Trey Lance. I don't know. They all started games for the Dallas Cowboys at quarterback and had no business being in the NFL. I don't know that Trey Lance is even in the NFL, if not for the Cowboys. And this goes back to last week when we're gonna let Zeke go so he can catch on with a playoff contender. Get the fuck out of here! Just more bullshit. You're releasing Zeke because he can't play anymore. He's absolutely washed.
Just say that.
Just say that. Oh, wait, he shouldn't even have been on the team.
Right.
No one signed Zeke but them.
Go home and get your fucking shine box.
No one trades a 4th-round pick to the San Francisco 49ers, one of their in-conference rivals, for Trey Lance. No one.
Nobody.
God, I hate them. Punch Trey Lance for not being better than he is. Orlando Kell is the elite man in this town when it comes to needing a family lawyer. If you have run across the likes of Joy Taylor and you found out that she does things at work that you don't approve of, poor Earl Watson, you need yourself a top attorney. Have you found out that your old lady's been trading pizza for promotions and it just you don't sit right with you? We're not just going to let it go because it's just for the betterment of the job. Call Orlando Kell at 210-775-4995. You can email him directly. OrlandoKellLaw@gmail.com. OrlandoKellLaw@gmail.com. All right.
$4.99. Punch the Patriots for firing their head coach after 1 year. Yeah, That Jared Mayo thing was weird. Like, okay, you got a rookie quarterback. The organization's in shambles. You're clearly rebuilding. Why bring this guy in for 1 year like that?
It's ridiculous.
That was messed up.
Makes
too.
Bob. So now Belichick and Brady are gone.
Right.
Now the focus is on Mr. Kraft. And now that those two are gone, it makes me wonder how much clout he now has. He's like,
Right.
is he more of a Jerry Jones type up there, with his 39-year-old girlfriend that he's got or whatever it is?
Mm-hmm.
You bring a dude in you probably shouldn't even hire to begin with, and you realize after it took you a year. Again, I've said this all my life. You do not have to be a Rhodes Scholar to run a football team in the National Football League. You have to be really fortunate and lucky.
You got to get lucky.
People are like, you don't know football. Bullshit. Give me the information they have. I bet you I can do as good a job as the guy who hired Jared Mayo. If they hire you and me as co-GMs last year after Belichick leaves, and they say, Mike and Rudy, you're in charge of hiring the next head coach of the New England Patriots.
I probably would have got Vrabel.
Sure, then.
And I
Right.
told him, I'm going to give you three to 4 years to see what you could do.
We couldn't have done worse than Jared Mayo, who didn't make it
that was so
8
stupid.
months.
That was so stupid.
Stupid. Doug Peterson's been fired today in Jacksonville.
How did he win the Super Bowl?
Rudy, I'm taking a knee on him. I've defended him for a while.
I have too. I was like, dude, he won a Super Bowl.
With a backup.
Yeah, with Big Dick Nick.
Yeah, I know. And was a genius. Everything he did was gold. And he had balls. He's the one that created that Philly pass.
Yeah.
That whatever you call it, the
it's
Philly
called.
special.
Yeah, Philly special.
Yeah, he's out there and he's the one that had the balls to say, fuck Carson Wentz. He's an asshole. I don't care if he's talented. Get him out of here. He don't put the work in. We're going to go with Nick Foles. And we're going to draft a quarterback.
But it's been a downhill
It's too long.
slide since. Jacksonville should be much better than they are.
They are wasting Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, they
Worse than Cincinnati's wasting Joe Burrow. It's a waste. It's a shame.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate. I hate to see it. But Doug Peterson, I guess, is just for 2 years he was great, and I don't know what's happened since.
Joe Burrow's so good. The Chiefs were like, we're going to do our part to make sure they don't get in. And Bengals fans were pissed. Now, the Bengals needed the Chiefs and the Dolphins to lose so they could get in.
Right. And they did.
Well, the Broncos, excuse me.
Broncos, yeah.
They need the Broncos.
Yeah.
And the Chiefs were like, we don't want to see that dude. He's the only guy that's come into Kansas City and beat us.
Yep.
If there's one team that can beat us,
Yep.
it's Joe. We ain't worried about Lamar Jackson. Shout out to Lamar.
Yep.
We ain't worried about Josh Allen, even though we lost him in the regular season. We don't want to see no part of Joe Cool.
No.
So
Cincinnati's hot.
we're gonna go out here and lose this game. We're gonna go out here and all of a sudden we're gonna rest the starters. Like we're gonna make sure we ain't got Joe Burrow in this game. And Bengals fans were pissed. But I'm like, hey man, tell your team to do their job. Mm-hmm. You shouldn't come down to week 17. You need another team to do shit for you.
By the way, where's all my Sean Payton haters at? Last year when I defended him, y'all were
Are
calling
you
me
about to go on the Sean Payton rant?
Where are my Sean Payton haters at? Remember when the Jets, the way he was so mean to the guy that was the Jets coach and got rid of him.
Oh yeah.
Then he goes to, sorry, I'm getting hot. I dressed warm today because it's cold outside. But
It's freezing.
I'm feeling good. Peyton took it on the chin. It's his first year. He had to clean house. Sean Payton has guts. Even if he's wrong, every decision he makes is about making the organization better.
He did grandstand and make Russ look like the problem.
Who's that? Russ? Well,
Yeah.
Russ was a problem. I would argue
Well,
Russ
Russ is in the playoffs this year.
He is. Absolutely is. Because that's a good situation up there. I think Russ has been humbled a bit too.
Sure.
I think Russ thought his shit didn't stink in Denver, and Sean, it's not this kind of guy. And so it's like, okay, fine. See if you can replace Russell Wilson. Sure, I'm gonna go get this white kid from Oregon, Bo Nix, and go to the playoffs with him. Okay, dude, it's just there's a fine line between winning and losing in the National Football League. Fine line. The difference between being smart and dumb is not big. And I'm not saying Sean Payton is perfect or a Hall of Famer. I'm not saying he's not. But he's a hell of a lot better than their record was last year. He needed to clean that shit out. And
you
he
know
did.
who else can coach? John effing Harbaugh.
John
Jim Harbaugh.
right now,
1 year with the Chargers.
If we list them 1 to
in the
32,
playoffs.
where's
Jim.
John? And where's Jim?
Jim?
Yeah.
Coach, rank?
Yeah. Who's the best head coach in football? Andy Reid?
I'm going to say Andy Reid.
Or is he just really great at handling Patrick Mahomes and balancing that roster?
I'm going to say Andy Reid because, again, if Patrick Mahomes goes to the Bears,
Okay.
he ain't the GOAT.
That's fair. All right, Andy's too. I'm just saying, it don't take long to get to Jim Harbaugh.
No, Jim Harbaugh's a
One
coach.
season back in the NFL, all the Chargers are good. That's the same roster they had with the dumbass they had last year. They didn't know his own ass from a hole in the wall. The only difference they made in L.A. this year with the Chargers was the coach.
Yep.
It matters. It's important. Your head coach matters. Now, I guarantee you, if Jim Harbaugh were the head coach in Miami, we wouldn't have leadership issues. And
They'd be farther along.
I know McDaniel can call ball. He can call plays, but can he lead a franchise
Right.
for a long time? Jim Harbaugh can. Could have the brothers face off in the playoffs again.
I don't know. I hate that we got to see Ravens Steelers for the third time this season.
Yeah.
They played the first round. That kind of sucks. Texans, Chargers,
Yeah.
Bills,
See these
Broncos,
matchups here.
Rams, Vikings, Bucks, Commando.
Wait, here, hit me again.
Oh, wait. We're going to start it off Texans, Chargers.
I'm going to give you my picks right now. I'm going to give you my final picks on Friday.
Texans, Chargers in Houston.
Chargers. They're going to smoke
In
the
Houston?
Texans.
Okay.
Yeah, Chargers.
Chargers are a 2.5-point favorite. Ravens, Steelers in Baltimore.
Oh, Ravens.
Baltimore's a 9.5-point
Steelers have
favorite.
lost 4 in a row.
Broncos at the Bills.
Bills.
Bills 9.5-point fave.
Mm-hmm.
Vikings travel to Los Angeles to face the Rams.
Okay.
Let's
That's
stop,
an
let's just
interesting
stop
question.
there because
Let's stop right there.
Because I said let's start. Let's rewind. For those of you that missed the show, I was like, "Hey man, I'm a believer in these Vikings.
Are you
Their
now?
offensive line looks great.
Yeah.
And I jumped on that hill. I'm not going to run down the hill because Detroit destroyed
Are you
them.
sure? I'm giving you an out right now. I'm giving
That
you an
was
out.
a disgraceful performance.
I'll take them to beat the Rams. That's Detroit that did that to them last night. But you text something this morning. You felt like Sam Darnold got some humble pie last night or came back to earth. What do you think?
I think Sam Darnold realized who he is last night. For the last 3 months, he's played unbelievable. And you hear you see all this stuff. How much money is Sam Darnold making for himself?
Right.
Not on my team. He ain't been worth the shit for 8 years. All of a sudden, you have a flash in the bucket for 3 months in Minnesota. That's not enough body of work for me. Last night, he was the worst football player on the field. 18 for 41 passing. A 50 rating. I know Detroit's good, but their defense has really slipped because of their injuries.
No, yeah, because of the injuries, right.
Now, by the way, and I credit the Lions. They showed up knowing we have to win. This is a stupid matchup.
And keep in mind, the week before, Dan Campbell being Dan Campbell, he's a top 5 coach right now. I don't know long term. We taking everybody to San Francisco. We ain't resting nobody.
Right.
We going.
And we're going for it on 4th down no matter what.
Yeah.
And we're going to play the starters no matter what.
That was a letdown last night. Like that was the game I
They
had to look forward to an
spanked Minnesota.
NFL game in a couple
Right.
weeks.
So credit the defense. Well, Sam Darnold sucked.
Right.
Give the Lions some credit. All the Lions have to do is play half-ass defense, and they're going to go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You know? If they play
You
half-ass.
think they're better than Philly?
No.
I'm talking about the Lions. You think they're better than Philly?
No, I think the Eagles are better. But now the Eagles got to go to Detroit. I think it's going to be a damn good game, Eagles-Lions in the NFC Championship, if that's how it shakes out.
Yeah, no, it is. That's the way the bracket's set up.
You know, man, I'm a believer in how you're playing right now. I really am. On a night in which you had to have it, in a stupid scenario that the NFL is at fault for having 2 14-team win teams, and one gets a 5 seed because of your dumbass playoff seeding. But on a night you had to have it. Home field advantage on the line.
A chance to show us that you're real.
Yeah. And you have the worst game of the season by far. That's scary.
Or let me jump in my conspiracy bag.
Okay.
Due to the fact that once I beat the Rams, I have to play the Lions again. Do I just not give them anything? I'm not showing them anything. They've already played us twice. This will be the third time if they beat the Rams. Do I just go out there with a vanilla game plan and say I'll pull all my tricks and rabbit out the hats in the divisional round?
You sound like Sean McVay, the Rams coach. See, because he benched his starters on a game that he needed. If he'd have won, he'd have got a higher seed. He said, no, I'd rather be healthy than have a higher seed. I'd rather go on the road.
Now, they played their starters. I'm just saying the game plan.
No, but the point is,
they just said, hey, we're going to run 6 plays.
Yeah, they tanked the game, is what you're saying, offensively.
Like, I'm not going to give you more tape.
Right. That's the same as benching your quarterback. McVay had a 4 seed on the line, decided, I'm going to play the backup. I'd rather be healthy and go on the road than risk my guys. Because if I'm going to win the Super Bowl, I got to beat them all anyway. That's his theory. It's an old school, way to look at it. I hope for the Vikings' sake that they did tank the game last night. Because the way they looked last night, and I'm a big believer in carryover from one week to the next in the NFL. Right now, give me the Rams to beat Minnesota.
All right.
It's in L.A. I love Sean McVay. Now, Sean McVay's a top 10 coach. Matthew Stafford's had rest. I'm picking the Rams, but that was a slapdash ass effort last night by Sam Darnold.
Bucks, Commanders at Tampa. I like this matchup.
Give me Tampa.
Tampa's a 3-point favorite.
Yeah, I'm happy that Dan Quinn's had success and Washington's turned it around. Anything that makes Dallas's life harder, I'm for, because I hate them. But give me Tampa. Tampa's been the playoffs 2 years in a row.
Packers travel to Philly.
Eagles smoked their ass.
Yeah, Eagles are a 5.5-point favorite.
Right now, my Super Bowl pick is Eagles-Bills, the 2 seeds.
Not the Chiefs. Interesting.
Yeah, that's my pick. I think Bills get the Chiefs, and I think the Eagles get the Lions. It's a Cinderella. Give me a dark horse. Like, it's the NFL, so nothing would shock me. Watch out for those Rams. Just watch out for them. That's all.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Sean McVay's been to 2 Super Bowls. He knows what he's doing.
Would it stun you if it was Rams and Chargers in the Super Bowl?
No, because I've seen Eli Manning come from the 6th seed and win 3 road games and then go beat Tom Brady.
Right.
So, no, it would not shock me.
I think it's going to be fun playoffs.
I hope so.
I think it's going to be fun. It's also it's the narrative on Lamar Jackson, Mr. Regular Season, Mr. Badass Regular Season.
I know.
Best season he's ever had.
Time. He doesn't get that Dak treatment.
He doesn't get the Dak treatment. No, this was even better than last year.
Like, I need Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson has to get over the hump. Now, the problem is Lamar Jackson's, like, the difference in Dak and Lamar is he's got to go up against Jordan. Jordan's kept him from making it to the Super Bowl and Patrick Mahomes.
Lamar passed Dak 4 years ago.
I know he's
Dak
better
got
than
hurt.
Dak.
Yeah.
I'm just saying he hasn't gotten to a Super Bowl. He hasn't even gotten to a Super Bowl.
How many playoff games has he won? 1?
Maybe 2.
Isn't he like 1
2
and 3?
at the most. I think it's 2.
4,000 yards, 900 yards rushing, 40 touchdown passes, only 4 picks.
He's good.
You can't play better than that.
No, he's really, really talented.
So if they don't at least go to the AFC title game, he's gonna catch shit.
Well, they went. Well,
And he deserves it.
It looks like the way we picked it. I taking the Ravens over the Steelers. I'm taking Bills over the Broncos. He would have to go to Buffalo for the divisional round.
See,
that's a hell
give
of
me
a
the
game.
Buffalo Bills in that shitty weather right now.
Yeah, for sure.
Man, I'd like to see the Ravens because I love John Harbaugh too, and I love the Ravens organization and how they do business.
Yeah,
I'm big on how they, you know how it is with me. I like who's the owner, who's the GM, who's the coach. I don't know. I guess maybe because I'm 50 now, I don't relate to players like I did when I was the player's age. I find myself relating to the owners and the managers.
Really?
Yeah, is that weird?
A little.
Like my favorite player. I mean, can I get a Sean Payton card? I want a Mike Tomlin jersey. How do I get a Mike Tomlin jersey?
I get some Jim Harbaugh khakis.
Yes, I want some Jim Harbaugh dad khakis from Costco.
Yeah.
All right, Texas Cheer Liquor. AD don't dress worth a damn either. Although, didn't you tell me he was going to try to start dressing better? It was Rudy's the one that makes fun of AD's clothes all the time.
I've never made he's lying.
Said he wears dad's shoes and all that stuff.
I've never said that.
Yeah,
AD.
he wears them dad sketchers.
Air dads.
Oh, the Air Dad.
Those are his favorite shoes. He don't hide that. Now that part I said. But as far as when he works 70 hours a week, he ain't never dressed up.
I'm just goofing. What's up, Texas Cheer Liquor? It's about winning. Who cares what you're wearing? It's about winning.
Right.
It's about winning. And AD does thing. What does he say? I'm here to make money.
Here to make money.
Here to make money.
Yep.
It's about
Appreciate
winning.
You.
It's about winning.
Appreciate you, Mike.
It's about winning. Yeah, Rudy, you can't be an hour late. Got to make money. I'm here to make money. I'm not here to do favors. Everything they do is about winning, which means that they give great deals. There's 7 of them. They understand the value in advertising. They're family owned and operated. San Antonio people, Texas Cheer Liquor, massive fan of these people, massive fan of their company. Whether they do business with us ever again or not, Texas Cheer Liquor will play a place that I'll always have a relationship with. 7 locations in town, 6 in the area. Well, there's 6 in San Antonio, 1 in Bernie. And all of them, all 7 of them, give you 5% off whether you get these lit kits that are continuing to go off the shelves or anything in there.
I sold about 10 last week.
Damn, all 5% off when you mention in the building.
Not I love Mike.
Building.
Not I love Rudy. LG's drops are hilarious. I'm in
Right.
the building.
In the building, baby. In the building. All right. Before we get out of here,
We've got to buy me a coffee from someone who just bought 3 coffees.
Oh, what's up, man?
He
Thanks,
says,
someone.
Lamar has always been more talented than Dak, but they're not mental midgets. In that regard, they are one and the same.
well, and I would like to see Jackson get over the hump because I like the Ravens, and they've stuck with him, and they paid him.
Well, they should. It's not a better option.
Well, they made him earn it, though. Remember, he was
Well,
going to hold
remember,
out,
he negotiated
got
himself.
upset.
He's like, I ain't paying no agent to negotiate for me.
Yeah, I know.
But, man, you got to go through Josh Allen. Then you'd have to go through Patrick Mahomes.
I know.
It's a tougher road over there.
I know, but I would say that had he lost to the Chiefs all these years. He
No, I
loses
remember
to
the
other
Titans.
teams.
That year they had the bye. They
And he
were like
plays for
13-3. Had a bye, and the Titans went in there, and Derrick Henry had 5,000 yards and beat them like 41-3.
Yeah.
And Lamar Jackson looked awful.
Awful.
Now, last year, they got beat by the Chiefs in the AFC Championship
Mm-hmm.
game. And it was some sketchy calls. The Chiefs favored that game. But
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. You got Jordan over there.
All right. Rudy often wants no excuses for Victor Wembanyama. You're supposed to be all that, then I need you to be 20 and 15 every night.
He makes it sound like I hate the kid.
On Friday night in Denver, Wemby had 35 and 18. Stonewalled Jokic with the game on the line in winning time, and the Spurs beat them in Denver. Spurs. Now, Denver got them the next night in overtime.
And Joker said, "Oh, really? Hey, kid, you got it. It's going to be your." Remember when Tim Duncan told LeBron, "Hey, kid, this is going to be your league in about 5 years."
Mm-hmm.
But right now,
Yeah, not yet.
that's what Joker told Wemby last night.
Well,
Saturday night.
It wasn't like Wemby sucked. He had he went for 20 and 23.
Yeah.
He had a career high in rebounds, but 23 rebounds on his 21st
You should
birthday.
always have 20 rebounds.
And Jokic said he's better this year than last year. I think he's going to get even better.
What the fuck is this?
You don't get much out of Jokic.
No.
What's his name again? I forgot.
But Joker went for what, 46 and
Dude.
so good.
Well, he had to get the game over with early because he had to update see how the horses were doing. When do we play next? Wednesday? Oh fuck. Okay, fine.
But
No,
other than
he's Joker.
Yeah.
Wemby ain't that.
Not yet.
But Wemby held his own. So Wemby had 55 points and 40 fucking rebounds over a 2-game span
insane.
against Denver, against Jokic.
Now, other than the air he walks around in, that's rare. LG, you got that image I sent you?
You sent me too. I'm gonna pull this up.
He walked into some rare air. So look at this Wemby's pace.
Wow.
Through 99 career games, you put him up against LeBron, he's got LeBron by almost 100 points. Blocks, the most was Hakeem Olajuwon at 265. Wemby has 364.
Damn.
That's almost 100 more. And then this one is the one that's like, okay, dude, I'm going to need you to. I like it, but I don't. Through 99 games, Steph Curry had 200 threes. Wemby has 221. And that's what Steph do.
I know.
So I like that, but it's also scary to me because I'm like, okay, because I felt like Saturday night he settled a lot.
For threes?
And then when it's not falling, I'm like, okay, look. I just want him to find that happy medium. Like,
Correct.
okay,
He does too. They know that.
Like, okay, look, the three ain't going for me tonight. Because he could dominate every game if he were to find that happy medium.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about just an absolute, like Joker. I want him to be Joker. Joker could sit out there and shoot threes all game too. Like if he wanted to, Joker could live at the 3-point line and probably shoot 40 to 45%. But Joker understands if I play free throw line extended, I can get the ball and just direct traffic like an air traffic controller.
Yep.
And he just dominates the game without ever jumping. I would like, if there's somebody I want Wemby to be like, it's more Joker, less Curry.
Absolutely.
But the fact that he has 21 more threes through 99 games than Steph Curry,
right?
It's also amazing at 7'5".
Amazing. What you're showing me right there is a young man who's going to win 5 MVPs in his career.
Oh, for sure.
5.
And the NBA loves him. The NBA is forcing him down. First of all, he's great. He's earned all of this, but the NBA sees it, and the NBA is pumping the hell out of Wemby.
With no national game for both Denver games.
Right.
No national broadcast.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Which is bullshit.
I thought that was bullshit too.
But they got like 20-something this year, though.
I know.
Yeah.
And does the NBA flex games like that too?
I don't know if they flex yet. They should, but I don't know if they flex. But like 100 more blocks than Hakeem through 99 games.
Yeah, more threes than Steph, more points than LeBron. And he's still figuring out what to do every night.
Right.
He's like, it's ridiculous.
It's amazing.
It's great. And they're about to take off. So what I want is a star next to him right now.
They have
Not
him. They
next
don't
year.
play him.
You mean the kid? Well, I need a.
I don't know if he's a star, but he could be.
Castle, Wemby, and a star that's currently not on this roster is what they need. And I don't give a shit what it costs to get that star. It may cost them Castle, by the way, if you want to go trade for that kid in Sacramento.
Can I ask him to, because I think, and this is no disrespect to y'all's Lord and Savior, Manu, I think Tim made Tony and Manu stars. I think you got to have some of that in you. Like
he
Manu
made
had
them Hall of Famers.
Yeah, there's got to be that in you. It's got to be in the pit of your stomach. But I think there may be something there that Wemby could bring out of Castle, bring out of Vassell. Like he may have those two guys there already.
Yeah, it's his team for sure.
Like Jamal Murray, I like Jamal Murray a lot. Jamal Murray can ball, but I think Joker makes him better.
Absolutely.
Like a part of being a superstar, which we all know Wemby is learning to make others better.
Right. And for no other reason
he's
than...
20. I'm 21 now. Didn't he have a birthday?
21.
He's 21.
It was his birthday on Sunday or Saturday.
Cheers, Wemby.
Go, shorty.
It takes time.
It's your birthday.
It took Mike 7-8 years. Like I'm not saying he needs to do that today, but a part of the role he's going to play is we'll make Castle and Vassell better.
Well,
I think that's a part of the reason why Luka hasn't gotten over the hump. He doesn't make anyone better.
Luka doesn't give a shit.
No, I know.
He's a one side of the court player.
Sorry, Matthew.
Doesn't care about that.
But yeah.
And he won't lose 15 pounds, which is why his fucking calf gets hurt every year for the last 3 years in a row because he refuses to lose weight and take weight off that leg. But you brought up someone else. You brought up for no other reason than Wemby's Wemby. He'll make anyone else better on the court because you can't defend two. You got to worry about Wemby. I can't defend this guy. And if you bring in a star, that guy is going to be amazing.
True.
It's going to be incredible. But you're right. Wemby it'll be his team. He's going to be the captain of this team.
That's 2-3 years.
He will run this team.
Right.
He and whoever the coach is will run the San Antonio Spurs for the next 10 years.
Sure.
He has the talent where there's no excuse for them not to become a title contender over the next 10 years starting next year. Beginning next year, they need to be a title contender.
Ooh, that's tough in the West, Mike.
I understand.
Dallas is really good. The Thunder are rolling.
I know.
I'm asking a lot of the young fella.
You need to go deep in the playoffs.
And I'm hard on him. But
I'm asking the organization to go get somebody else in here. to see that.
Yeah,
I want this to happen sooner than later. I don't want to can't wait 7 years like Mike did.
No, because he'll leave the team.
He'll be a Knick.
Don't say that.
Or
Don't
a
even
Laker.
put that in the air.
Or a Heat.
Nobody wants to be a Laker. They suck.
Yeah, they do suck.
Anyway.
And those people are shitty. People that run them. Again, I'm more than ever. I pay attention to ownership and managers and stuff. Jeannie Buss, Rob Pelinka,
I like Genie.
and JJ Redick. Those are your leaders. You ain't winning shit. You ain't winning shit.
Oh yeah, JJ Redick. I don't. JJ Redick didn't do anything to me, but I do not like him.
He may not finish the season.
I do not like him
He's
at all.
a colossal prick. It's sewing over his head.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. Anyway. All right, what are y'all doing today? Y'all want to do it members?
No.
No?
No.
Okay. Yeah, we we started later today.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. This week though, we will drop a members before it's over.
For sure.
All
Hopefully
right,
a couple.
that's it. We're done. There's just so much going on right now. It's a great time, man.
Best time of the year.
Love it. College and NFL playoffs, same week.
Texas, Ohio State, Friday night. In Dallas.
So much going on. Will Mike McCarthy have a job? There's so much going on, man. Wemby's amazing every night. Wemby's back pages right now. Got to get football season out the way.
Yeah. You got to wait.
All right, y'all. We're done. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, DJ LG. Thanks to the people. We'll see you boys up in here mañana. Later.
This program was made possible by contributions from viewers and listeners like you. Thank you.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.